Hi guys, welcome to Living the Empowered Life channel. This channel is all about bringing you content to empower, encourage and inspire you to live an empowered life, to live the best life that you can. And on this channel I share with you tips and things to help you to do that. Also as well, I share book reviews of books that I've read and also my podcast and other things to help you on your journey. So if this is the type of content that you're looking for, please hit the subscribe button and a notification bell so that you can be notified of any new uploads. And if you do like the content, don't forget to hit the thumbs up. So in today's video, I want to talk to you about my master's degree journey. I handed in my dissertation on Friday, February the 9th. It's been a 2-year journey to finishing it, and I just want to take this opportunity to thank those of you who have reached out to me on social media, who have congratulated me on finishing my degree. I really appreciate the support. So over the next few videos, I want to share with you some bits from my master's degree journey, thoughts that I've had, reflection and different things. I shared a little bit in the last video that I did on my dissertation, you know, just some quick thoughts on handing it in and stuff. I will leave a link to it here. But in today's video, I want to share with you 3 things that I wish I knew before starting my dissertation, which I believe could have possibly helped me to get a better mark. I don't know what I'm going to get, but I believe that if I would have known these things, you know, I believe it would help me to understand better and to get a better mark. So the first type of thing that I've got on my list is that I wish I knew what type of research project dissertation would be best suited to someone that had not ever done a degree before. But for example, my dissertation is a compare and contrast. It's one of the hardest types, I believe, of academic writing to do. And I picked it not deliberately, but it just kind of ended up like that. But I wish that I would have had that conversation with my tutor to say, okay, you know, these are the different types of academic writing that you can have. Which one do you think would be best suited to my strengths? And especially as I've never done a degree before. I wish I would have had the wisdom, or wish I would have known to ask that question, because I think that is really important. If you're doing a dissertation and you've never done one before, you know, you're going to have to suit it to the way that you are good at writing, or maybe look at the different options. If I would have known and he would have said to me, well, this is the different types of writing you can do for a literature of your research project, then I could have thought about it a bit more and then decided which one would be easier for me to do. Because it is very difficult to do. It's a 10,000 word piece of work that you have to do. So you have to be able to understand what you're doing, you know, and know what you're doing. And I did feel for quite a long time with my dissertation, I didn't really understand a lot of what I was doing. And that is because I didn't really understand how to make my literature review work in a way that was best suited to me. The second thing I found out towards the end was that I could have got the services of a dissertation coach. Now through the university, they did provide an academic skills coach. I had 2 separate sessions with a tutor from the university, but I had to wait a long time in between to get those appointments, understandably, because, you know, they have a long waiting list. And also as well, the academic skill coach doesn't really know anything about your writing. They're there to give you kind of generic help, to help you to do your literature review. There is actually tutors out there who are ex-students university, whether it's in PhDs, masters, who then go on to hire out their services to current university students. They range in different prices. There are some really good websites out there, and you can look at each tutor's reviews, feedback of students that have used them. I wish I would have known about that in the beginning, because I would have hired a dissertation coach to help me. Now a lot of people will say, well, you've paid for your degree already, that is a lot of money already. But if it's something that I don't understand and it's something that I've applied to other areas of my life, if it's a service that I need for something I don't understand, I will pay for it. You know, I don't think the fact that I've paid for a degree already, that should have been all included. I do think that the materials could have been better for the dissertation module, yes, but obviously they only have a certain number of skill coaches who are not particularly going to focus with you on your research dissertation project. You know, they can't do that. They will give you overall generic help. But if I would have hired the service of an ex-academic who had had experiences of doing literature reviews, then I could have had more one-on-one attention and help to understand what I was doing. You know, I do think that if I would have found that at the beginning, I would have definitely have paid the money to hire the services of somebody. So that's something else that I wish that I would have known. And the last thing is that writing a dissertation is different than writing an essay. When you're doing a literature review, it's all about looking at what the academics have said about the subject before you. It's also about identifying the gaps in the literature, and it's very difficult. They're very, very difficult to do. It's totally different to doing assignments. And as I said, I wish that I would have better understood that at the beginning. I think that that is something, looking back over my experience over the last 2 years, that should have been introduced to us, I think, right at the beginning of doing a master's degree. I think that it should have been kind of put in there that, you know, obviously you're going to be doing your four assignment-based modules, but the dissertation module is very different, and this is how it is different, and breaking that down somewhere, you know, at the beginning of the course, because I think then we would have had that seed in our mind from the beginning, and then we would have been able to kind of have it in our mind and start to look at things to do with it and be better prepared for it. Well, that's just my kind of view on it anyway. But yeah, overall, we're going to see, well, I'm going to see in a month's time, because it will take about a month to get back, whether I've done enough to pass the dissertation module. As I mentioned in my last video with my quick reflection on it, it is 60 merits. It is the biggest out of all of the 5 modules in terms of credits, or credits merits. So we will see. I will definitely be doing other videos around my master's degree journey. If you have done a dissertation, please share in the comments what your experience was like. Was it similar to mine? Did you find that the switch in writing, after doing writing a certain way for a year and a half, to switching to doing a literature review type piece of work difficult, or did you find it easy? What kind of things helped you? You know, drop a comment and let me know. So until the next video, take care.